Hi, Spondy audience. My name is Kristen, for those of you that are new here, and I have ankylosing spondylitis. I got diagnosed with that in 2014, 15, but I have been struggling with juvenile arthritis and probably AS since I was 16 years old. Today, I wanted to speak about dating with a disability. So, I started dating again. And I haven't gone on too many dates, but it's really interesting because I am trying to decide, when do I tell people that I have this disease, because they can't see it. And what I found I'm doing, and I don't know if it's the right thing or not, is when I'm looking at profiles online, is if someone's saying they want someone to mountain climb with them and ski with them and things like that, I'm not contacting those people. But maybe I'm selling myself short, because maybe they wouldn't mind that I couldn't do it with them as long as I supported them. Like, for instance, maybe I could go to the ski hill and I could ice skate or hang out the retreat while they ski with their friends, and then I could hang out with them in the hot tub and the whatever. I don't ski, so I don't really know all the lingo, but you know what I mean. So I don't know. And then if someone says they cycle, I've sort of been like, okay, that's not bad because I have my electric bike, so I could keep up with them. So I don't know, I've had different experiences. Like, I've had a few people who, when I've told them something's wrong, let's say I'm just talking to them on the phone or video, this is sort of in the beginning, it's been radio silent and I haven't heard from them again. But I've also had situations where people are okay with it, because a lot of times other people have, especially when you're in your 50s, like I am, they have things wrong with them, and we're all kind of bruised fruit at this age. So I think everybody's got a little bit of arthritis at my age or something else. So it lets them feel open to discuss what's wrong with them. And so some people have said, oh, well, I've had a hip transplant or something like that. And then they're more receiving of the problem that I have. But then I've also, it's interesting because I did a video for work that identifies me as having a disability and speaking out on behalf of my company, my pharmaceutical company, and my disability. And so when someone searches me online, the first thing that pops up is Kristen Little Presta, ankylosing spondylitis with Amgen, my company. And so that's interesting, because when people are online dating, they're like, oh, let me do your LinkedIn with you. And then they go on my LinkedIn or they search me, and the first thing that pops up is that I have this. And so I've had some people not write back to me at all. So I'm still sort of playing around with this whole situation, and I'm not really sure what the proper answer is yet. So my preference would be to let someone know maybe on the second or third date, once they've gotten to know me, so they can see that I can do a lot of things that everybody else can, and get to know me as me and not be scared off. I think that would be the best case scenario, but sometimes that isn't always the case, especially if, I've had a situation where I'll be talking to someone and they'll say, oh, I climbed this. Would you like to do that with me, or this activity? And I'll say, oh, that would be too much for me. And they kind of look at me like, what are you, like, lazy or not sporty? So then I go on to tell them what's wrong, because it's come up in conversation. Anyway, this is a very long explanation for basically saying I don't know what the heck I'm doing, and I'm still filling out the situation. And as I move along, I'm hoping I'll meet a wonderful person, and that they will be accepting of me with everything everything that I have, good and bad, because there's so much, like, I think especially as we get older, there's going to be, one of us is going to get sick, and it's not necessarily me that's going to be the sicker one. I mean, I could marry someone or get together with someone tomorrow who's 56, 57 years old, and they could get diagnosed with early onset dementia, or they could get in a car accident, or they could come down with Parkinson's disease. We just don't know what's going to strike us. So I'd like to think that I would find someone that would love me no matter what, and that I would be there for them and they would be there for me, so that we have that bond and that thing that we're going to take care of each other. So anyway, I'll keep you posted on my journey of dating, which is pretty shitty, really. I'm really not enjoying the online experience. It feels like a very disposable society when you're on there. It's kind of like, oh, well, sure, I'll talk to you, but let me see these other 5 people that just contacted me. Let's see if I like them better. I don't know. It's weird. It's very different from when I was younger. So anyway, good luck out there. Just giving you sort of my take on figuring things out in the dating world with ankylosing spondylitis. Have a good night.